Can silver be a good savings account? We're going to cover that in today's video. So welcome back to another video, guys. This is McDonald Bullion. Thank you for watching today's episode. Today's episode is we're going to be talking about silver being a savings account. Now, there's a whole variety of different reasons why people stack silver. I, for one, stack silver to partially save. Alongside other factors, I enjoy purchasing silver. It's a great hobby to have, to purchase silver, and also it can be quite a fun thing to do. Now, a lot of people actually stack silver for investment purposes or to save money. And is it a good idea? Let's take a look at it. So if you was to save silver over the past, let's say 20 years or so, you will know that silver has gone up a vast amount over that time. It has actually risen over 500% in that time. But if you consider it over the last 10 years, it's actually only grown about 4%, which means that it hasn't grown a great big deal. But when you consider it to cash, cash actually loses its purchasing power as it's printed because the government prints more money for a whole variety of different factors. I'm not an economist or a financial advisor, but they print money year on year and the purchasing power decreases. But in terms of silver, this is real money. And what I mean by real money is this cannot be replicated, printed. This is a valuable piece of precious metal to own, silver and gold. It's been known as that for thousands of years when it comes to purchasing and holding gold and silver. When you see, the programs on telly, the movies, those old school movies, when they talk about money, you think of gold, you think of, vast amounts of gold, and silver is actually a really good option too. Now, silver is traditionally, it has a bit of a bad reputation of being the poor man's gold. And in theory, I suppose it could potentially be, maybe not correct, but a bit of a vague explanation of, referring to those who stack silver, because it is by means not a poor man's savings account. And it actually is quite expensive to actually purchase this sort of stuff. I mean, when you consider a 1 ounce Britannia, 1 ounce Britannia is around about £30 here in the UK. The UK average wage is what? It's probably about half of that, so maybe like £13-14 an hour. And it costs, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours for some people, especially those younger or in those certain lines of field which may not actually increase, So it can be quite expensive to purchase and to hold and to own. And of course, there are going to be some times when silver is going to be the best option to save. And the reason for that is there are many people that struggle with saving, but there aren't many people that will not like buying what they want to own. And what I mean by that is if you have a hobby of buying silver and buying gold, then it can form a good savings account, because the reason is, even though that silver hasn't really drastically changed over the last 10 years or so, let's say that instead of spending £30 on a 50-gram tobacco, it's absolutely insane now, but let's say £30 on tobacco or a £30 coin, that £30 on tobacco has gone to zero straight away once you've smoked it. It's no longer valuable, it's no longer there. By holding on to this for even a year and selling it at a small loss, you are still saving money. And this works for some stackers, and it's not something that I would recommend personally myself to do. By all means, use your due diligence, but some stackers do that. They do save in silver, they do save in gold. Is it an effective method? I personally don't really do it myself, but it's a good option to do. Let's say that you have a variety of silver pieces which you've been saving for an inheritance. Perhaps you're saving in silver and gold to perhaps give to your son or daughter or someone in your family, and you wish to pass something on that is always going to stay valuable. And that's something which really can't be replicated with normal money, because the reason is obviously we know that money loses its purchasing power, but money is what makes the world go round. And the currency, the pounds, the dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, wherever you are, is what we use to purchase goods at the moment. And there's whole talks on CBDCs and everything like that, but at the moment, cash And of course, currency, when it comes to bank and notes and everything like that, it still is going to be one of the things to be able to purchase. You're not going to be able to purchase stuff with, a silver coin, mostly. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's unlikely that you're going to be able to purchase goods, say to the shop, and especially here in the UK with a $1 coin, it's just not possible. And you for sure wouldn't want to spend this dollar coin on something that costs $1 in the US, because it's worth probably about 30 times that. And this is quite a good example actually of a quite a shiny Morgan dollar, which is quite nice. But stacking silver, guys, for a savings account, it can be good for some people. I would probably suggest that it's probably good for those who's really in it for the long run, for handing it down to a generation, or perhaps cashing it out for a pension, or even just saving that that you would spend the money on that would definitely go to zero, and even just recuperating some of that money back. It can be quite beneficial. And gold is quite good if you want that more stable platform when it comes to stacking, because gold is a lot less volatile than silver. Silver is hugely volatile compared to gold. That's just fact, I'm afraid. When you compare silver to gold in the last sort of 10 years, gold has performed better, but silver has a huge upside, and it can be a good, effective savings method for some people, not all. And that's obviously a big caution for that, because it's not going to be helpful for everyone. A lot of people may see it as a waste of money, and I do understand with British stackers see silver as a waste of money when it comes to VAT and taxes and stuff, but I just disagree personally. I think everyone should own at least a small amount of silver, even if you are in the UK, but obviously I'm no expert. I am just a silver and gold stacking channel, and obviously speaking to you guys, giving that information to you so you can make your minds up. But I invite discussion. Please leave a like on this video if you do enjoy me talking about gold and silver stacking. When I first started creating videos, a year and a half ago, I didn't know many British stackers. I didn't really know many stackers at all. And it's this community which really makes it really worthwhile, especially all those new people creating videos and everything. It's absolutely brilliant to see, and obviously it's a great community, a really friendly community. So let me know what you guys think anyway. Do you guys stack in silver or gold, or currency? For those across the pond and wherever you are, these are pound coins. So that's £4. The newish design in 2017. There's actually a new pound coin coming out, but if you haven't seen it before, these are pound coins. But never mind. Please like, please comment, please hit the notification bell if you do enjoy me talking about gold and silver, money, things like that. And thank you very much for watching. Till next time, guys, take care, all the best, bye bye for now.